South Africa's place in the global economy took centre stage at the summit, with government, big business and innovators all weighing in on the future of trade and investment. Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana confirmed that South Africa was still in talks with the US over a trade deal.
The door is not closed. In fact, we made a substantial submission to them. They've come back and kind of critiqued. We're revising our submission to them. I can't go into detail because what we have not avoided to do is to negotiate with them through the media. But we are in serious discussions with the United States of America. And at the beginning, the negotiations were not that constructive. They are constructive now. I mean, I know I'm not up to take about. There was a ridiculous things. They would make submissions and say, you guys are not ambitious enough. We will make another ambitious submission. They said, no, you're still not ambitious enough. Oh, what does ambition mean?
Meanwhile, International Relations Minister Ronald Lamola was more candid, saying a zero tariff would be ideal.
It's an unpredictable environment with Washington. I saw they've reached an agreement with Switzerland, good for them. But they also didn't know when it will happen and how. So our DTIC is still in engagement with the American ATR. There is constant communication, exchanging notes in terms of the draft agreement that they are engaging on and so forth. But I cannot tell you with certainty that an agreement will be reached on this day. But what I can say with certainty is what is currently unfolding, that there is negotiations, that it's happening, the lines of communications are open.
JSE CEO Leila Fourie says the country's G20 presidency has been a net positive.
Without question, South Africa is, Africa, this is the first G20 to be held on the continent, and South Africa is very well positioned to control the narrative and to position the country as open for business. We're coming off the back of the removal of the FATF grey listing. We're coming off the back of the promise of fiscal consolidation, so less and better controlled debt by our national treasury, and we're also starting to see that in flows.
At the same time, one local startup founder says technology is fast becoming the future of trade in Africa.
That's actually exactly what we do. So we use technology to solve fragmented value chains. So in other words, before we came to market, if you wanted to buy livestock, you'd have to go to a physical auction in the middle of a far-off agricultural area in order to do it. And those markets were fragmented, prices achieved were very low, and farming was unsustainable. Through digital technology, we created a platform where you could be anywhere in the world and see the animal in real time and assess the quality and then purchase it. And by connecting those fragmented markets, we facilitated trade, which today, is in South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and connecting further markets across the continent and then elsewhere.
South Africa, as host of the G20 summit, says proceedings remain on track despite the US decision to boycott the meeting. Nosipho, Radebe, SABC News, Johannesburg.